And we're learning that the minister is going to be produced in the Rouse Avenue court at 2 p.m. today, where the ED is expected to seek his custody. These are developments coming in. Now, I have two colleagues with me right now to bring us more details. We have Ashish Maharishi, who tracks the ED. He's live from outside the ED office. We also have Akash live with us from outside Satyendar Jain's residence. Let's go over first to Ashish. Ashish, this breaking news obviously coming in, but for our audiences, because we're starting the day and starting this story with you, could you give our audiences more context on the allegations made against Satyendar Jain? That's question one. Question two, I know that right since January, the Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has been saying the ED is coming for Satyendar Jain. So in some sense, they've known. Can you give us more context here, please?
Well, Toya, one has to realize the fact that obviously there is going to be a political twist to the entire story because, the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP are at loggerheads. There is no doubt about it. But ultimately, these cases have to stand on their own legs in the court of law. And if we talk about the facts of the case, there are two basically reasons on why Satyendar Jain has been arrested. There are two reasons on why there is a PMLA case against Satyendar Jain. And the reason is that there is an FIR, disproportionate asset case FIR, which was registered in August 2017 by the Central Bureau of Investigation, and then there is a prosecution complaint that has been filed under the Benami Property Act. Now, interestingly, even the prosecution complaint very clearly says that the money started from Kolkata. It was cash which was handed over to basically certain companies in Kolkata, which was supposed to be shell companies. The companies had no actual income, and ultimately the money was further transferred to the relatives, the family members, close aides of Satyendar Jain. Now there is a money trail which has been proved. Now Satyendar Jain has been questioned at length by the Enforcement Directorate as well, and most of the times he was evasive. So yesterday, after the Enforcement Directorate finding, since it's a very sensitive matter, Toya, so ultimately Enforcement Directorate realizing that he has been evasive almost all the times, they had no other option but to arrest him and produce before the court. Now, if you have to understand the PMLA, what is Prevention of Money Laundering Act, and why, what sort of powers it gives to the Enforcement Directorate. There is a special section where if the investigating officer believes so that there is sufficient evidence to prove that this man, the person, is involved into money laundering, then the Enforcement Directorate officer who's looking into the matter has a right to arrest and produce before the concerned magistrate. And that is what is going to happen today. He's going to be produced at 2 p.m. before the PMLA court at Rouse Avenue in New Delhi. And let's see how things move forward. But my sources say that the Enforcement Directorate is going to ask for maximum days of custodial interrogation.
All right, Ashish, stay with us. Let's go over now to my other colleague, Akash, who is present outside Satyendar Jain's residence right now. Akash, we just asked Ashish to highlight and explain to us what the ED's claims were, but I want you to now take us through what the Aam Aadmi Party is claiming. Also, if you could, take us through allegations Satyendar Jain has seen over the last few years, because there have been quite a few. He's refuted all of them. He's come out in the media and made clear statements about a number of them. Tell us more, please.
So, Toya, first of all, let me make it very clear that this is not the first time when Satyendar Jain is in news. Yes, he is the Health Minister of Delhi and he has been arrested by ED yesterday, but during the last 7 to 8 years, several allegations were put on him, and first of all by Kapil Mishra, who used to be an Aam Aadmi Party MLA and also a minister, and later he alleged that Satyendar Jain is the one who is involved in the Hawala Karobar. Then, we had several cases and several involvements were said to be, of Satyendar Jain in these cases. Now, at this point in time, while we talk about this present case, so yesterday ED arrested Satyendar Jain, and at this point in time, a fresh political war of words has begun. We are seeing BJP clearly saying that Aam Aadmi Party talks about a corruption-free government. We saw how in Punjab they sacked their minister because of the alleged corruption charges. But now when Satyendar Jain has been arrested, this is the time when Arvind Kejriwal should act. And not only they are demanding the resignation of Satyendar Jain, but also they are saying that Arvind Kejriwal should resign as well. On the other hand, we have Aam Aadmi Party who is clearly saying people are clearly saying that this is a fake case, and Satyendar Jain has been targeted just because he was in charge of Himachal Pradesh. At this point in time, after having a major victory in Delhi election 2015, we saw how Satyendar Jain was given responsibilities, and he is believed to be a close person close to Arvind Kejriwal. And at this point in time, while Satyendar Jain has been arrested, definitely Aam Aadmi Party is on the back foot. But at this point in time, we are also expecting some political developments on this story, because you see, yesterday we saw how Sanjay Singh reacted to it, how Manish Sisodia reacted to it, and now in the day to day, while Rouse Avenue in Mr. Jain will be produced in Rouse Avenue court, we are expecting some more political developments to this story.
Akash,
So, yeah.
Ashish, thank you so much for these developments. Remember, the Delhi Chief Minister had said all the way back in January that this might take place.